Hey, my friends, welcome back to another box office breakdown. I am Huck, and this weekend, for the weekend of July 22nd through the 24th, it was a big weekend for both movies and Comic-Con, which is where I went this weekend, so I missed going out seeing any movies. But I suspect a lot of movie-going fans were at this convention, which may have affected the box office. Well, what do I mean? Stick around and find out. All right, gang, now before we get cracking on this weekend of July 22nd through the 24th, if you're new to my channel, do me a favor, get on down there and hit like, subscribe, smack that notification bell, because you're awesome that way. But Huck, why should I do it? Let me tell you. Look, on this channel, not only do we do this awesome box office breakdown, but we do all kinds of other fun stuff. I get out and I do Blu-ray hunts for you guys that are a lot of fun. Also do trivia contests on my channel. In fact, got one tonight. So if you're around, come on by. Also do unboxings, movie reviews, top 10s. I even go out and about to special events like Comic-Con and do full tours for you guys. Got one of those coming up soon. And every Tuesday morning we do live morning shows. So if any or all of that stuff sounds like a lot of fun, it really is. Please come on by, hit like and subscribe. Like I said, smash that bell so you get notified the next time one of these pops up. So, all right, guys, now let's dive into it, man. Top 10 for July 22nd through the 24th. It was a humdinger, as I love to say, this weekend. Now, Comic-Con did, I think, probably take a little chunk of the genre audience away. Nonetheless, Jordan Peele's Nope came in at number one at 44 million at the box office. So I do think some of his audience was probably nerding out over here at the San Diego Comic-Con. However, it is interesting to note that this film, while falling short of Us, which was his follow-up to Get Out, which did really well, like 71 million in its first weekend. So this is considerably lower than that, but it is more on par with the first film, Get Out. And but it is the highest grossing solely original film, right? Just an original piece since Us, the highest grossing film, wholly original film. So no sequel, no franchise, none of that stuff. Highest gross since his last movie, Us. So I think that was like around 2019. So that, I mean, that gives you some insight as to the appeal that Jordan, that was completely unintentional, the appeal that Jordan Peele has. Sometimes I make myself laugh, y'all. Anyway, so I think that bodes well. I think the second weekend will do pretty well as well. I don't think it'll drop as harshly as it could, even though it started at 44 million. I think a lot of the audience that was maybe away this weekend will go back out the next weekend. So I think it'll still see some pretty good numbers in the second weekend, hopefully, and drive this sucker to that, 100 million mark. Yeah, that'd be nice to see, because I like Jordan Peele's stuff. He's got a clever imagination, even though sometimes he may not stick the landing. It's a little bit like M. Night Shyamalan. He's got really great ideas and twists and things like that always appear in their films. So yeah, I mean, you got to give the guy some credit, man. He does some good stuff. Somebody even tried to compare him to like the greatest horror director of all time. And he's like, hold on, time out. Don't you dare like put me over John Carpenter. Which problem? I'm like, hey. See, he's even got enough class, to call out like a fan just to say, oh, no. John Carpenter is the greatest horror movie director of all time. Yeah, but thanks for putting me up there, right? So just makes me like Jordan Peele even more. All right, let's keep moving on. Number 2 is Thor, Love and Thunder. No surprise that stuck around high enough to be number 2 at 22.1 million at the box office. So doing pretty well. It's got 276 million so far, so it'll keep on climbing. We'll see where that one finishes out. At number 3 is Minions: The Rise of Gru, pulled in another 17.7 million at the box office. So kudos to those guys over there, Universal Pictures. By the way, Universal Pictures has 4 films in the top 10 this weekend. 4 films. So Universal used to be doing pretty good. So don't let Disney, buy you guys out. All right, come on. Anyway, move on. Number 4 is Where the Crawdads Sing. Film last week, produced by Reese Witherspoon. Held on pretty strong. Pulled in another 10.3 million at the box office, only dropping about 40% there, bringing its total to about 38 million. So nicely done, Number 5, hey man, look at this. Tom Cruise's Maverick. Tom Cruise's Top Gun Maverick. Still holding strong with another 10 million at the box office. I tell you, this thing has some really good legs. It still only dropped another 18.7%. So that this thing is like just a beast at barely dropping week to week. Like I haven't seen a really critical, substantial drop in this film. So I think it'll just keep driving for about another month. And it is now the number 9 highest grossing movie of all time. And I think certainly by the end of its run, it could easily be in that 8, 7 position. Who knows quite how high it'll get, but it'll be fun to see how close to that top 5 Top Gun can get. All right, now let's get to the bottom 5. The King drops down there with another $6.2 million for Elvis. Number says, sorry, I have to look around my phone. At number 7, it's Paws of Fury. Set my rig up a little too close to my screen. Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, pulled in another $3.8 million at the box office. And The Black Phone came in at number 8 with $3.4 million at the box office. And rounding out the bottom 2 is number 9, Jurassic World Dominion with $2.9 million. And finally, number 10 was Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris with another $1.3 million at the box office. So of all those films, there was only one new one in the top 10, and that was Nope, finishing number 1. So that is going to do it for your top 10 at the box office. For the next coming weekend, though, there's not a lot to challenge it. From what I can tell, looking at the new release schedule here on Box Office Mojo, there's a few wide releases. One is a film called Vengeance. And, of course, there's that animated DC League of Super Pets coming out. It's got voices like Dwayne Johnson and stuff like that. So that should do well for families. I'm not sure how well, because Super Pet, I don't know. But interestingly, if this is accurate, it looks like Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to get re-released. I mean, it says here July 29th, it's coming back out. So maybe they're trying to, see take it away for a little bit, then boom, put it back out and see if people will go back and push it closer to that 100 million mark. But it just came out on video, so I don't know what audience is going to rush back out to go see that again now that it's out on physical media and streaming. So, which reminds me, let's get to the recap of the top 10 for the weekend of July 22nd through 24th. And now let's take you over to all your number ones at your favorite streaming services. All right, gang, welcome to the streaming service section here. Starting with Netflix, the number 1 film over there at the end of the weekend was The Gray Man, starring Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas. Sounds like a real star-studded flick. Also directed by Joe and Anthony Russo, the ones who brought us some of those great Marvel films like the final 2 Avengers and Captain America Civil War. Like, those guys are dope. So I'm very anxious to see that. I see why that's number 1. The pedigree involved in that film is top drawer. Over on HBO, we got the Bob's Burgers movie, which just recently left the top 10, already getting released on streaming services. So kudos to the Bob's Burgers guys. And still number 1 over on Disney Plus is Zombies 3, or Zombies 3. Gotta have like some kid-friendly zombies, I guess, for the kids to see. On Amazon Prime, House of Gucci, starring Lady Gaga and Adam Driver, is number 1 over there. I enjoyed that film. Like, I don't know, it's directed by Ridley Scott. If you didn't dig it, that's cool too. That's what I love about films. It's very subjective, but I saw House of Gucci during the SAG Award and Academy Award process. I got screeners for all that stuff, and I remember really enjoying it. I thought Lady Gaga did a tremendously good job. I think she's just turned into just one hell of an actress after, Star is Born. God, she was so good in that. Anyway, let's move on. Paramount Plus, here we go. South Park, The Streaming Wars, Part 2, number 1 over there. On Hulu, check it out. Also, the Bob's Burgers movie, number 1. All right. On Amazon, the paid portion of Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, and Vudu, crushing the competition is Jurassic World Dominion, number 1 on all of those streaming services. So guys, that is going to do it for this weekend for the box office of July 22nd through 24th, and all these awesome things to go see on your streaming services. So there's a good in the know about what people are enjoying, what they're going to see. So go check out any of these things that sound interesting to you, and let me know in the comments below what you went and saw or have seen. And as a reminder, please don't forget to stop by the channel tonight if you are free and check out episode 8 of our killer trivia night. We've got 4 great players tonight. It's going to be awesome. So thanks again, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please get on down there and hit like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. And until next time, remember, if you love going to the movies, if you're a stay-at-home streamer, or you love collecting physical media, get out there and enjoy some movies.